Alright folks, here we are again, it's myself Peter, and the final episode 9 of my Japan trip. The last couple of bags of records that I bought in Japan this past September. I'm just going to show you them now, and that'll be them all done. I've went through them all. 11 episodes it took to unbag all these records, so let's do what we normally do, just bang straight into this. This is the last 2 bags of records from Japan. Just a white bag. I think this is from HMV secondhand in Shinjuku. So let's fire in, let's do the lucky dip. First out the bag, brilliant band, brilliant album, I'm sure you will all agree. Agnostic Front, Riot, Upstart. Absolutely brilliant album. I remember when this came out. Brilliant, absolutely superb LP. There you go. Agnostic Front, Riot, Upstart. Excellent condition, by the way. Cover and record are absolutely mint condition. Absolutely brilliant. So there you have it. That's the first one out the bag. Second one, The Runaways, Little Lost Girls. You can see that there. Sorry about the glare, folks. This is obviously they're all in these plastic sleeves. There you go. The Runaways, Little Lost Girls. The back. Love a bit of Runaways, absolutely brilliant. Joan Jett, right there. Brilliant. Superb. Next up. Brilliant. I was absolutely gobsmacked when I came across this, to be fair. I'm a big fan of this band. I've been trying to get this album for years. You know what I mean? And there were actually 2 copies of it. 2 copies of it, I just couldn't believe it. Found one and then flicked another 3-4 records by, and there was another copy of the same LP. You just couldn't make it up. Only in Japan would you find records like this. Unbelievable. Limp, the punk pop band, Limp, and the album Guitarded. This album's fucking absolutely brilliant. If you like pop punk, this is up there. It's superb, absolutely brilliant. Couldn't believe it when I came across it. And as I say, 2 copies of it. Flicked through, found one, couldn't believe it, and then I found another one. But so there you go. Totally chuffed to pick that up. Limp, the Guitarded album. Superb, brilliant. Right, next out the bag. Here we go. This band was gobsmacked actually. Love this band. Really love this band. In the pop punk vein, this band are absolutely brilliant. Couldn't believe it when this was just sitting there either. And I actually seen this in a couple of shops over there. Absolutely crazy, nuts. MXPX, Life in General album. It's probably safe to say that this is my all-time favourite MXPX album. And I've got everything they've ever done, but this one is my all-time favourite. This gets played to death. I've never had the record version yet, only the CD, so I was totally overjoyed to see this, by the way. Picked this up, couldn't pick this out quick enough, not I mean. Absolutely brilliant, and the record is mint. I mean mint, as if it's never been played. It's unreal. Cover and all, excellent condition throughout, you know what I mean? MXPX, Life in General, brilliant. Right, next out the bag. Big fan of this UK band as well. I talk to Becky quite often. And we're talking about Vice Squad, Resurrection album. Had the CD, didn't have the LP, but I've got it now. In Japan, there it was, sitting. Again, sorry for the glare, folks. I should have took them out the PVC bags, but you can see it there. Vice Squad. There's the back with Becky in one of her usual poses there. And this is a great album. This is one of the later albums, as a lot you probably know, but it's got some cracking songs on it, you know what I mean? So, brilliant. Vice Squad, Resurrection. And these were all from the one shop. This was a second-hand HMV in Shinjuku that I picked these all up in. This one as well. Gobsmacked with this sitting there. Love this band, Swedish band. I've actually played I've played with this band over in Sweden with my own band, the Brilliance, 4 past midnight. Yes, we have played with this band, and what a really, really lovely bunch of guys they were. They couldn't have been any nicer, and I was well chuffed that I came across this LP. Honestly, this is no fun at all. The Big Knockover album, brilliant. Now, no fun at all if you're not familiar with them. I've got the skate punk thing right down to your T. This band are not only fast as hell, but they're so tuneful as well. And the cracking singing, singer's brilliant on the singing as well. And I was well pleased to find this album. Honestly, no fun at all. The Big Knockover album, just. No, I mean, this is the things you find in Japan. Honestly, man, I'd never see this in the UK. You know what I mean? Just wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Right, next one. The bag within a bag. Black bag here. Never been opened. Still got the wee bit of black tape on it. Never been opened since I came back. Right, here we go. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? First record out. Brilliant. Got a couple of this band's albums now on LP. Love them. Rocky Sharp and the Replays. Now, if you're not familiar with them, Rocky Sharp and the Replays are like a doo-wop band. They were sort of they were around the same time the band Darts, Shawadi Wadi, and all that were doing the rounds back in the late 70s and start of the 80s. And this band's brilliant. I mean, I found out about this band originally through the song Rama Lama Ding Dong. That was the first thing I ever heard of them. And I bought the single, and then I think it was the next single that came out, Shout Shout Knock Yourself Out. I bought that as well. Loved them ever since, man. Just absolutely... They're brilliant, just a fun band, you know what I mean? Rocky Sharp and the Replays, and this album's called Rocket to Mars. So if you like a bit of doo-wop, and you've never heard of Rocky Sharp and the Replays, well, get yourself onto YouTube, you won't be sorry, they're brilliant. So I was well pleased to find that. Right. Next up, in fact I remember where I got these now. This was from Nat Records, so it was, which is an absolutely brilliant punk shop. But they do other kind of genres as well, but it's mostly punk. So if you're ever over in Tokyo, make sure you go to Nat Records. That's N-A-T, Nat. Nat Records, absolutely brilliant shop. Tiny, but gets so much great stuff, honestly. And I picked this up. Tracy Ullman. Well, I've already got this, but Japanese press, and I just picked it up. I love Tracy Ullman. I know she's more known for her comedian, the comedy stuff, but see when she was doing some of the songs back in the early 80s, they were absolutely brilliant. They Don't Know About Us, Breakaway, My Guy. They were just, she done some sterling stuff, and there were another song, Sunglasses, absolutely brilliant. Just the stuff was just basically like a 60s kind of throwback, but she was brilliant at it. She really was. She did good voice, to be fair. So Tracy Ullman and Caught Me Out album, just had to buy it. Had to buy it, know what I mean? Next that I got in Nat Records is, this is a brilliant band as well, Nicky and the Corvettes. Brilliant. Heard this band a while ago, just kind of came across them on YouTube. And I loved them, thought they were great. Seen this in Nat Records, had to pick it up, just brilliant. Nicky and the Corvettes. There you go there. And of course up there of the three girls are an all three-piece girl band there. So get yourself, you've never heard of them, get onto YouTube or Spotify or whatever you, I mean I don't use Spotify, it's more like a YouTube for checking stuff out for me, but check out Nicky and the Corvettes, you won't be sorry. Brilliant. Right, the last one I got in Nat Records was this one, which is Ramones Too Tough to Die sessions. That was the last one I picked up in there, was this. Ramones Too Tough to Die sessions. Basically demos of stuff for the Too Tough to Die album. You see that there. So that was the ones I got from Nat Records, and oh, there's one left in here. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Stop the press, single. Stop the press, folks. There was another one in the bag hiding. Oh, brilliant. Strawberry Switchblade demo, single, that came out not that long ago there. This was in Nat Records as well, picked it up straight after bat. Love Strawberry Switchblade. I've got their album that they done back in the 80s, and I've got a couple of their 12 inches as well. Brilliant. And they're Scottish. What more do I need to say? They were Scottish. Brilliant. There you go. Strawberry Switchblade. 1982. 4-piece demo. Brilliant. Yet again, if you're unfamiliar with Strawberry Switchblade, you know what to do. YouTube, check them out. Right. Right folks, we're on to the very last bag. You see this? This is the very last bag. Quite a lot in this one. This is from Recofan in Shibuya. You see that? Recofan. So here we go. This is the very last bag of records from Japan. First out the bag is this one. I kept seeing this, I don't know why, I kept seeing this in various shops all the time, dead cheap, and I just picked it up. Definitely a punk band, you know what I mean, as you can see. Looks like a sort of a, hopefully it's a kind of crust noise band type thing, you know what I mean, but I can't even pronounce the name. I think they're a Japanese band. Maybe if my good friend Mike Foster is watching, he'll be able to tell you the correct pronunciation, because I ain't got a clue. But I picked this up, it was dirt cheap. So there you go. The first one. So these were Recofan in Shibuya. Next up, now this, I've knew about this band for years, but never really owned any of their stuff, and it wasn't too recently there that Mike Foster for Analog Attack was wearing a hat. In fact, I think he had it on in his recent video that he released today, which you should all check over. You should all go over there and check out Mike's videos, Analog Attack, because his videos are brilliant. He goes to all the different record shops and so forth, and does videos in them and that. He just done one, the other one he's released today in Punk and Destroy Records, which I was in. It was that, and it's a brilliant shop. So go over there and check out Mike Foster's videos on Analog Attack on YouTube. You won't be sorry, man. His videos are great. But he wore this hat, and this is what kind of intrigued me to pick up some of this band. Asphalt can see that. This was the first one I seen. This was in Shibuya. I seen this one in the Dangerous Study album. So it's Asphalt and Chaos UK split album. You can see that there. That's the back. So it's a split album, Asphalt and Chaos UK. Right. Next up, brilliant British band. This band are brilliant, honestly, man. They were massive anyway, you know what I mean, and well loved by a lot of people over here. And talking about the Alarm, and I picked this up straight away as soon as I seen it. I've already got it, but it's a Japanese press, so I had to have it with the Obi, obviously. Declaration album, the Alarm, Mike Peters and co. Absolutely sterling stuff. That's all I can say. I mean, if you've never heard the Alarm, then there's something wrong with you, you know what I mean? So, look at this, and it's absolutely, look at the condition. Every record that I bought over there, every single one of them, covers perfect, records perfect. Unbelievable. So there you go. The Alarm, Declaration. Right, next up. I love this band as well. I've got a couple of CDs, and I think I've got another LP of theirs as well. I picked up, and I'm talking about Ann Barretta. You can see that there. Ann Barretta. To All Our Fallen Heroes LP. There, well, if you've never heard Ann Barretta, check them out. Sterling stuff. Brilliant. So you have it. Ann Barretta next up. Had to buy this when I seen it. Obviously. Joan Jett, self-titled album. Her debut, brilliant. All the classics on this, you know. Japanese issue. What's not to like? It's Joan Jett. You know what I mean? Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, absolutely brilliant. Love this album. This album is really, really good, honestly. Next up, right, this is non-punk, right? Again, non-punk. Love this woman. She actually played here recently in Glasgow, and I didn't even know. If I knew, I would have probably went. And I'm talking about Elkie Brooks. And this album is one I didn't have. It's called The Bookbinder's Kid, and it's actually, it's pretty rare now. I think copies over here go for about 60, 70 pound and upwards. So I was quite happy to see it over there. Picked this up straight away. I love Elkie Brooks. Got an excellent voice. Excellent voice. She'd have a good few hits in the 80s and that as well. So there you have it. Elkie Brooks, The Bookbinder's Kid, LP. Right, next up, another Go-Go's album. Japanese issue. Love the Go-Go's. Brilliant. Belinda Carlisle and co. Excellent. So there you go. Brilliant. Go-Go's. Everybody knows the Go-Go's, you know what I mean? Next up. Right, this is another Tracy Ullman one. It's a 12-inch. I've already got the single, but this is a 12-inch of Tracy Ullman's My Guy, which was basically, you all know the song that Madness done. My girl's mad at me. Well, this is basically Tracy Ullman, pardon me, Tracy Ullman doing a cover version of it. And it's called My Guy instead of My Girl. But it's good. It's good. She does well doing a cover, you know. Brilliant. So there you have it, Tracy Ullman, My Guy 12-inch. Right, a wee bit of ska now, more of the Toasters. And this one's called The History Book, 1987 to 1996. That'll be a compilation of stuff, their earlier stuff I think. I love the Toasters. If you've never heard the Toasters and you like a bit of ska, check them out, because they're really good. folks, there you have it. The toasters. And these were all out in the Reco fan in Shibuya. All out this one bag. So an endless supply. Right, another UK punk band. Everybody knows who they are. Talking about the straps. You can see that there. The straps. Album. Well renowned band for here in the UK. Seen this. I wasn't sure whether I had this or not to be honest, but I seen it and I went, I'm not leaving it just in case. You know what I mean? So the straps. Right, here we go. Was real happy when I found this. Love this album. One of my favourite 70s punk albums ever. And this album will be coming up in my all-time favourite 200 punk rock albums series that I'm doing now, because it's just absolutely brilliant. And I'm talking about Sham 69, That's Life album. Japanese issue. This was one of the dearer records that I bought when I was there. But as you can see again, it's in absolutely cracking condition, absolutely brilliant. You know what I mean? And this album is just absolutely legendary. You know what I mean? So I was real happy when I seen that. So there you have it, Sham 69, That's Life. Right, this is the last album I picked up. And it's a metal album. Iron Maiden, Dance of Death album. That was the last. This is the very last album out of the bag. Dance of Death, love Iron Maiden. Probably between them and Judas Priest, probably my two favourite heavy metal bands. But I picked this up. Iron Maiden, double album, Dance of Death. I actually seen them on this tour in the Hydro in Glasgow, and they were absolutely brilliant. So that's it, folks. That's the series over. Part 11. Part 11's done and dusted, and that's every single record that I bought in Japan when I was in Japan in September. So once again, as always, I thank you very much for tuning in, watching these videos. Like I say, every time I'm just a guy sitting in his room talking records, because I love records, you know what I mean? So like and subscribe. Ting ting, hit that bell if you don't mind for notifications for new videos coming up, and there'll be plenty. I'm actually going to be going to a record shop soon in Glasgow that I've made arrangements with, that I frequent quite often. A brilliant record shop in Glasgow that I'm going to be going to, and I'm going to be doing a wee interview with the owner and a video around the shop and a wee dig in that as well. So I don't want to put the cat out of the bag too early, but that'll be coming up soon. So thanks again. I'm Peter. You've been watching Vinyl Records of Brilliance and my trip buying records in Japan. This has been part 11 and this is the final. That's it. Every record has been done. So once again, subscribe. Subscribe. That's what I need. Let's get this up. I need 1,000 subs to get the monetization thing on the go. So please subscribe. I'd be really appreciative. So once again, Vinyl Records of Brilliance.